That's, yeah, like a smart hitch, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what I got.
That's
But
kind of
on
cool.
the, because it was basically a, the quick catch 3-point.
Yeah.
It just had a hydraulic cylinder that would allow it would slide it either left or right as needed.
That's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And yeah, you said high speed, so you were booking, right?
Oh yeah. When you got guys coming and giving you a hard time, like, hey, we see you going across the field. Where's the fire? Did a beautiful job, but man, you had to book. On 30-inch rows, it's kind of stressful.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, Trent's been out cultivating corn recently.
Going,
Potato Hiller had one on it. Interesting. No, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That was probably like before GPS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you had like a little light box or something that would tell you which way to go, huh?
Yeah, it's just a little set of LEDs that.
That's cool.
Here was a mark that would tell you that you were center, and if you got off, it would have a light up saying,
wow.
"Hey, you're off."
Pretty awesome. Razon, you're on 20-inch?
Way you were.
Huh. They pretty much around here, at least for corn, it's all 30. My dad's cousin was the last one on 36s, and he just changed 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to him is he had this old little international combine, and yeah, it RIP'd one day when he was out harvesting, and it was done. Like, I forget what it was. I think the engine blew up, or it was something bad. And so he went out then and bought a newer like case combine on 30-inch, and then had to buy a planter too.
Yeah, that gets really expensive.
Moved 3 to 6 inches in each direction. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The only 20-inch rows around here are the guys that bought Grandpa's farm. They have a 20-inch bean drill, air center fill, air seeder for planting beans. And then they have a separate one for doing wheat. Of course, that's what, 7.5 inch rows, whatever that is. And then
That'd be a regular drill.
Yeah. But it's a monster. Absolute monster. Big center fill thing too. Had an old triple. That was the first GPS. Nice. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? 20.
A lot of your cultivators that you'd run down, getting weeds out and stuff like that, you used to run those at, memory serves me right, like 3.5 miles an hour or something like that. Not real fast. Or,
Sure.
You didn't have a lot of play. Otherwise, you're tearing crops. Run a high speed, and it says run minimum 6 miles an hour.
Oh.
Okay, we're already double what you're used to.
I say, I think I maybe ran max at 7.
That's booking. That's booking. Most of you guys are 20 in, so yeah. Most guys are, well, so for the long time, the thing around here was the split planters. So, plant your 30-inch corn or your 15-inch beans. That was a big thing here for a while. But it seems like any of the guys with any kind of size, they all just run 2 planters now. They have a corn planter, they have a bean planter. That's all there is to it. And then, guys that do wheat have something separate for wheat. So, it's kind of interesting. Run 9 with the high speed. Always. You hill taters at 8 to 9. Wow. I used to hill taters with a rake. A hand. I don't miss growing taters, for the record. That sucked. And then it's tater harvest season when it's, hot as,
Like now?
Yeah. It's always tater.
I'm good.
Oh, it's so bad. The best thing we ever did for tater harvesting was buy a middle buster for the tractor.
And a disc?
No disc. But we bought a middle buster so that we could dig them with the tractor. It was the whole thing, because before it was, the tater spade, Like, no thank you. Oh. Yeah, we bought that middle buster thing, and then We actually had this giant wash rack that we built. We still have it. But basically all the taters would get picked up and dumped on there, and we'd wash them off to, like, you know, keep the dirt at the farm instead of bringing it home. That's such a nightmare. Such a nightmare. And then actually, I think it was our last year harvesting taters. Or growing taters at all. I think it was our last year. I went out with the middle buster and I, you know, backed over the row and then basically dug the taters with it. And Dad and I are out there, you know, we each have a 5-gallon bucket and we're picking up taters, and all of a sudden he looks up and there's this snake that apparently I hit with the middle buster. And Buddy was like half buried, but like the mouth end of the snake was like out of the ground, but the snake couldn't go anywhere because he was like trapped. But he was freaking out, and I mean, I would too, but like it freaked both of us out the way he was like, oh, it was horrible. So, well, needless to say, the snake didn't live after that. So, yeah. You can taste the dirt to town. Oh, I got you. But it just freaked me out, and I was like, I can't. I'm nope. I don't like snakes yet, in case you can't tell. Absolutely despise snakes. So, yeah. It was kind of weird. But, you know, Snake didn't, yeah, he wasn't a problem after, like, 30 seconds. But, yeah. Right. Hey, the next field chat, I'm working north-south, okay? Sarge, did you have one shovel with 2 discs on the cultivator? Bert's asking.
It had one big shovel.
Okay.
For in between.
Gotcha.
There was also a set, not a concave disc, but straight up and down one. Just
like
a cutting wheel.
Coulter.
Yeah. Coulter, yeah.
At least that's what
I was drawing a blank on that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd call it a Coulter, personally, yeah. I got you, Rob. That's cool. Hello, by the way. Welcome in. Pretty neat. Yeah, because you would want to cut, and then you'd have your sweep, and then... Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, did a great job. And I will say.
I actually... I have a little bit of experience with a cultivator. Or cultivator, whatever you want to call it, right? The row crop, right? You know, go out there and take weeds. Grandpa sold his at the auction. He had a 4-row. Okay? He had a 4-row. And he sold it at the auction. The guy paid for it. Okay? Guy sold it. Or guy bought it, paid for it that day before he left. And told Grandpa, oh, I'll come pick it up next couple days. Grandpa didn't care. Whatever. That thing sat at the farm for years after the auction. I never came back to pick it up. Dad and I ended up taking that thing apart, bolt by bolt. And we recycled the whole thing because we had no need for it. But literally, wrenches, and we took that sucker apart and recycled every bit of it. Kind of interesting. That's my experience with one. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Hey, I'm surprised it even got it to the homestead, Dan. Usually it doesn't even drive to the homestead, so you got it to work at least to do that. That's kind of amazing, actually. Not gonna lie. This is so inefficient what I'm doing, chat. Why did you let me do this? Horrible. I'm kind of stuck doing it now, so. Next field, I'm changing to north-south. And then I'll do an east-west, and then I'll do another north-south. I'll be done. There's something. We have to plow for cotton?
We'll find out.
I feel like we have to. But I could be wrong. We have a lot of cotton to harvest, too. That's a lot. Is a whole lot.
We need the money.
Yeah. You're loving this, Dan? This is super efficient, right? So efficient, my guy. Glad to be here. Glad to be doing this right now for you all, chat. It'd be better if I could have set, like, you know, my own angle, so I'm kind of running north-south, but not, instead of running this 22.5. So. Where's the hazard in the field? Because I have my hazards on. I'm the hazard in the field. Yeah, I'm the hazard. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? I actually have my beacons on too, but beacons in 22 are just kind of lame. Like, they're there. They're kind of lame. Yeah, I'm the hazard. That's me. Oh, Rob, that's kind of cool in Discord there, bro. Just saying, buddy. Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going, everybody? Yep, I am the hazard. Just like I am the captain now, I am also the hazard. Okay? Watch me play Farm Sim for more than 5 minutes. I'll probably run into something. Okay? And I'll blame it on chat every single time. Yeah. Every single time. Oh, GPS is life, but I'll still blame it on chat. Oh, Rob, that's really interesting looking, for sure. The Blue Line mod name is called Guidance Steering. It is available in the mod hub for PC only under the gameplay section. Wish you had videos of the stuff you used to do. That would be awesome, Rob. Basically, it's steering me across the field right now. So it makes, even though I'm working on a weird angle, it's a whole story. It makes you more efficient because you're not overlapping and leaving skippers. All that kind of stuff. So it's set to the right width and away you go. Oh yeah, away we go. It's pretty great. I really like it. Really like it. The man, welcome in. It is going. How are you? Yeah, unfortunately you're on Xbox. Yeah, so unfortunately you can't get the GPS. I really wish they would add some form of GPS to console. Like, GPS should be base game. You know, GPS should be base game in the game. I mean, all these tractors are at least GPS ready, let's be real. If not, come with some form of GPS, you know? So it would be very nice to have GPS based game. I don't know why they won't do it, but Sand Camp, I'm not. Okay, maybe a little TED Talk. Just a little one, okay? Just a smidge of a TED Talk, all right? Just like a TED. That's weird. All right, so you guys are done with that. Cotton harvesters.
There's already one at the shop.
How many more we want?
Don't know how many we want to do. I mean,
Yeah. Long day at work and you mowed the grass. Let's go. Nothing like a little mow day. Love a mow day. Just saying. Love a good old mow day. Bird, I'm staying calm today, okay? I'm not getting angry like I did the other day, all right? I wasn't angry.
I was supposed to picture what mine cultivator looks like.
Yeah. Because your plant goes in between those, like, shields, right?
Yeah, in between the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. Well, at least on this one, it's a big sweep, then a disc blade, and then 2 more disc blades in front of that.
I gotcha. That's cool. Okay, so I'm just passionate about what I want this game to be, okay? You know? That's it. That's it. You know, oh man, you're getting me going, chat. Don't do this to me. Having standards for things in this game, like opening a cover, should be N, because that's standard. And when somebody is new to this game and maybe they're like, hey, that's a fancy planner, let me download that from the mod hub, and then they can't open the tank. I mean, not even a new player. I've got thousands and thousands of hours in this game. Not this game, but in Farm Sim. And like, couldn't open the planner, you know? Like, come on, standards. It's not that hard. And I know it's not their thing. They didn't. I know they didn't make it, but they can tell them like, hey, make it the standard button. The standard button doesn't do anything on that cedar, so why change it? I'm done, chat. How's the weather?
Getting warm.
Yeah, Bert, you trying to get me to take your sword away again? Y'all are getting me wound up. Wound up, chat. Don't do it. Oh, man. Dad, I think I got another one of those emails where it's like, hey, we're X video game company. We want to give you our mobile game. I don't care.
Okay, John, we all know you want to play on your phone. No, you don't play on your phone.
Sand camp, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. No, I don't want to play, you know, Raid Shadow Legends, okay? I hate to break it to you, sorry. Those people are aggressive too, man. They don't like, once they find your email, it's like nonstop. Like, bro, I get it.
But does it stop once you say yes?
Probably not. I don't know. I've never said yes. I've never. Yo, it is 88 and feels like 88 outside. I bet it is awesome. 30% humidity.
But hey, it's supposed to rain in 2 days, so I'm all right with it.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's the same. Okay, they've already emailed me. That's the other thing. They don't just send one email either. These companies just, they hound you. Huh. Gosh. They want us. This company that I've never heard of, and I've never heard of the game they're talking about, which is not surprising. There's lots of game companies I have no idea about, and lots of games I've never heard of. But they want my physical address so they can send me like a press kit, and I'm like, you don't think so? Because I googled the game and I'm not interested at all, you know. So, no, thank you. But they send you email after email after email. It's like, guys, get the hint, would you? Gosh. Crazy hot in the UK. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. A severe weather. Really? Dang. That's crazy.
You guys might want to find the water. You guys might melt.
Hillbilly, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, Rob, we get the excessive heat warnings over here quite a bit. Not for a little.
Especially this year.
We've had a lot. Sent a video of it to Discord. I will have to watch it later, Stan. Looks cool though.
What a John.
Whoa.
All that.
Hey, yo. 41 to 42 C.
Yeah, that literally is just kind of like what I use.
Yeah, it's just bigger, right? That's hot, right, Rob? That's hot. You know. I don't speak Celsius, sorry.
I mean, the rows are a little bit wider, but...
Well, yeah, because
Right.
there's sugarcanes on 6-foot rows. And no air conditioning. Oh. Hillbilly, glad to hear you had a good day at work and unwinding now. Let's go.
Yeah, say it's very similar.
That's funny. That is funny. Shorty, you're welcome to join the farm whenever, man. I, as far as I'm concerned, we didn't have any problems, so like you're good, you know. Feel free. Feel free, but thanks for coming in. Yeah, 6-foot row strip. What's it fun? Which is kind of crazy, but yeah, kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, that is hot then, Rob, isn't it? Dang. Way hot for you guys. That's crazy. The worst part would be the no air conditioning, like not being able to get out of it, you know? Got a sprayer on the back of it, 2 saddle tanks. See that, Trent?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, so I didn't see the one on the front, but
I got you.
I saw the 2 saddle tanks on the side.
105, 107, yeah. Rob, that's what it was here on the 4th, man. It was our heat index, like with the humidity or whatever, it was like 110, 115. Like it was miserable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nice, Sean. Is it hot up there too, Sean? Welcome back, buddy. Yesterday was our hot day. It's not going to be too bad after like mid 80s, mid to upper 80s for us for a while. So I'm cool with that. Like it's warm, but it's not just like, you know, knock you over hot and humid, you know? Yeah. I hear you, Rob. I hear you, man. That would be the worst part, is not being able to get away from it. If diesel wasn't so expensive, you sit in your car all day. Hey, you got that work car, right? They got a gas card for you? You get work gas? Oh, man. I hope you, you know, stay cool as much as you can, Rob, and take care of yourself, and, you know, lots of fluids, you know, that kind of stuff. All the things you're supposed to do when it's hot. Drink lots of water. Oh. No. I know, right, Bert? It is nice here. Yeah. Oh, you have to pay personal mileage. I got you. But you're not putting any mileage on if you're just sitting still. Or, Rob, hear me out. Hear me out. If you drive around a bunch, put the car up on jack stands and run it in reverse. It worked. It worked in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It'll definitely work for you, Rob. Right? That's how it works. Yeah. First time in over a month, we're cooler than Sean. Yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yep. Hydrate. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's worked out of fuel. I got you. Darn. They're on to you, Rob. They're on to you, buddy. Oh, that's funny, though. I know, it sucks when it's that hot, especially like I said, when you can't get away from it. I grew up for many years basically with no air conditioning in my house. We had one, but it was old and broken and couldn't afford to fix it, you know? And some hot days in the house. Makes you appreciate that there air conditioning, you know? It sure does. And actually, Mom was having issues with the heat. She couldn't tolerate the heat very well. The dad went out and he got a window unit to put in basically one of the bedrooms on the house. And suddenly all of us were in the afternoons when it was hot. We'd all find our way in there. Yeah. You have a lovely fan that blows the hot air at you. Oh, Rob, I'm sorry, buddy. Buddy, but it's not, you know. Or I'd spend a lot of time over at like Casey's house because his house always had air conditioning. So in the summers, we'd find ourselves over there a lot too. Or down at my buddy Justin's house or wherever. 78. Okay, I got you, Sean. Actually, we used to go in the summers. Mom would take us. We'd go over to this movie theater over in like North St. Louis, and it was a dollar show. So for, you know, $2 or $1, we could each, you know, for $1 for each of us, we could see a movie. And I can remember going over and spending like whole afternoons there. We'd see like 2 movies just because it was air conditioning and it was too dang hot here at the house. You know, we'd like have food, like take food with us, keep it in the car or whatever, like, you know, pack a sandwich kind of thing, and go over there for like the afternoon because it was just too darn hot. I remember doing that several times. Because, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get away from the heat, right? I don't remember what movies we would see, but I do remember doing that. So, yeah. Yep. Wish you were working away this. Ah, that would be nice, Rob, yeah. Well, how many days of heat are you supposed to have, Rob? Like, is it going to break soon, or is it just going to stay miserable for a while? Surely you can, like, go hang out with the Queen, right? I'm sure she has air conditioning. Because everybody in England is related to her, right? Isn't that how that works? Obviously, I don't actually mean that. It's a joke. Prank chat. Or something like that. It is definitely a joke. Alright. Filling up the water, chat. Stand by. I still don't know what I think of these headers, by the way, that like kind of mulch, but kind of don't. But they kind of do. But they kind of don't.
Gotta go west, or is it north south?
It seems like east-west works better because 16's almost all mulched. A couple strips that aren't, but like 12 is striped. Oh. All this week till Sunday at least. What, Sarge?
I was gonna say a little bit ago when we were talking about cultivators.
Uh-huh.
That is basically what we originally ran.
Okay. Look at it here in just a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Turned around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to have something like that, except for ours was a 12-row folding 12.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It had right in the center of it, it had a wheel that you adjust with hydraulics. It would rotate.
Oh. Interesting. Sand camp, I'm not going to spill it on my keyboard, although...
That one also has a little shield you can drop down for if you needed to cultivate when short.
Oh.
Kept you from burying them with dirt.
Oh. Okay. I got
That to that. I don't think it was necessarily the same brand. Might have been. I don't know. But
Oh, that one's different.
single shovel and
Interesting. Sorry, chat. We're having a little side conversation here at TeamSpeak. Sharing links. Just cultivators. Talking about cultivators. I wonder.
The shovel design is interesting on that one.
Yeah. Bet that would ridge up pretty bad, wouldn't it, Sarge?
it would a little bit. It wasn't terrible. Of course, we didn't run it. The only fields we ran in was cornfields.
Sure.
So if it ridged a little bit
Who cares?
on the rows, it just gave the plant more stability.
Sure. Yeah. I gotcha. I don't know what brand that one was that we took apart. I know it was orange, but I know that's like saying, well, that could be a lot of different brands. I'll have to ask Dad if he knows what it was. Somewhere around this house, I have the sale bill from Grandpa's auction that he had in '96. I don't know where it is though. I'm just not sure. Coon. Was coon a thing back in the day in the United States? Way back in the day? Oh, this thing was ancient. Never.
Way back.
I got you, Rob. I don't know what it was. I'll have to ask Dad. I'll ask him tonight.
Coon wasn't. Not that I know of.
Yeah. I just know that it was orange. And it sat on the concrete that used to be outside the hog shed for a couple of years before. Actually, you know what? I think it sat outside for more than a couple of years. Because I'm pretty sure we took that apart when Dad and I kind of took over the farm from Grandpa. So that would have been like, Grandpa was, well, he was in a nursing home in like 2000 already. It would have been before that. So yeah, it sat out for at least a few years.
Could be a Chalmers.
Could have been Alice.
Yeah.
It probably was, to be honest. I got you, Rob. That's cool, man. It probably was Alice, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, he had an Alice tractor. He had a big Alice tractor, too. 8010. So I'm kind of thinking it probably would have been like on his WD. His Alice WD.
Yeah, and depending, you might need a match-up brand.
Yeah. For like the
Because if you got into the older ones that were like center attachments.
Yeah, the hitches weren't all the same.
Yeah, you didn't put them on hitches. They bolted to the front.
Yeah. I know at one time I think they had something that had like the front or mid-mount cultivator. Front mount, mid-mount cultivator, you know?
Yeah.
I don't remember what that would have been. I don't know. This is all before my time. I've just heard stories, you know?
Yeah. I remember them, but vaguely. I mean, I was like little kid.
Like I've seen them at farm shows.
Yeah. About it.
You know?
I've seen them utilized with produce production.
Yeah. Actually, one of the coolest things, story that Dad has told me over the years. I wish I would have talked to Grandpa about this years ago, but you know, when you're little, you don't think to ask questions, you know, of your grandparents. At least I didn't. He was the first one in the neighborhood down there to buy a mounted, you know, 2-row mounted corn picker.
Okay.
Everybody else had tow behind corn pickers before combines, you know, corn picker. And yeah, he was the first one. And everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. You're never going to make enough money back to pay for that thing. You're crazy. You're crazy. He paid it off the first year. And you know how he paid it off the first year?
Contract work.
He did custom work for other guys because everybody else is running a, you know, 1-row tow behind. So he would go to somebody's farm for an afternoon and harvest end rows and harvest through the field here and there and yonder. And they would pay him whatever money. I have no idea what he would charge. But then he'd just go to the next farm and do the same thing. And he paid for that sucker the first year just on doing work for other people. And, you know, then of course everybody's like, oh my God, this thing's great. Everybody had to get one after that, you know. But he was the first one to actually take the leap into getting the 2-row mounted corn picker. I always thought was pretty cool.
So that's what we used to have, but it was on 30-inch rows.
Oh yeah, it's like the same thing as ours, supposed to, just bigger. That's cool.
And then right in the middle is where we had the big tire on the back.
Oh, I got you. Kind of like a gauge wheel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I think it was like a aircraft tire or something.
Probably a takeoff airplane tire. There's a lot of that in the egg world. I've been around a little John Deere grain cart before that had aircraft takeoff tires.
Had a
And now we harvest 24 rows. Yeah, and this was just a corn picker, not a corn sheller. You still had to shell your corn too back then, you know. It would just pick the whole ear and put it in a wagon, you know. So, and then later on, like towards, I remember Dad had a 1-row tow behind Oliver corn picker. And Dad sold ear corn at his lawn and garden shop, like, a stupid amount of ear corn. All the city people would buy it to feed the squirrels, you know. Yeah. Old Furt spreader head airplane tires, nice. Nice. Used to have a corn crib, nice. Yeah,
we have one too that's going to be going down pretty soon.
Oh yeah?
Concrete's kind of bad and room for future expansion.
So by the time Dad was picking corn for selling, we didn't have a corn crib anymore. It already had gone away at the farm. So Dad converted the old chicken house into ear corn storage, and we would fill the chicken house. I mean, maybe not to the rafters or anything, but like we'd fill it pretty full of ear corn. By hand, we would shovel it all in there. That was something. Yeah, that was something. I can remember, I guess maybe before Dad had his corn picker, or maybe it was broken or something. I don't remember. But Grandpa would go out with the gleaner, and he would pick 2 rows of corn. And we're talking 36-inch rows. He would pick 2, and then that would give Dad a place to drive his corn picker through. But I mean, I don't remember if the corn picker was broken or what, but I remember one year, it was harvest time, and I was on the seat of our 995 that we still have to this day. I couldn't hardly reach the clutch. If they asked me to stop the tractor, I don't know that I would have been able to. But I remember sitting on the seat, steering that sucker, and like all of my siblings and my parents, including my mother, which was very weird for her to be at the farm and like working. She wasn't into it usually. All of them were hand picking and shucking corn and throwing it in the wagon that I was pulling. I mean, I was creeping along, obviously. No, it's not Plugger. I'm just glad I was young and didn't have to do it, Plugger. I was young when when Dad was doing all this stuff for his place he used to own. But yeah, the whole family was shucking, you know, picking and shucking corn, and I was just up there just in hog heaven, just steering that tractor, putting along it, you know, mock chicken. It was great. I remember having to like grab the steering wheel with both hands, pull my seat, myself up towards the steering wheel as much as I could, and then I would have to like go sideways basically and almost stand up to push the clutch in. Yeah. We have threshing festivals here. I actually go to a farm show. I haven't been in a couple years. I'm going this summer where they have threshing machines. Yeah. Shoveling. Laugh, that sounds awful. Yeah.
Your clothes smells awful too after that.
I bet. Yeah. Oh no, Plugger. No, I remember it. I mean, I didn't do a lot of that because, like I said, I was young. I was young. I would have been really young, so. Yep. So the farm show, I'm going to it. It's in August. You guys can look it up if you want. It's the American Threshermen Association. They're out of Pinckneyville, Illinois, and it is an awesome farm show. They will run. They do have one corn like sheller that they run, but their big thing is wheat. You know, so have threshing machines out there working on wheat, and they'll run probably 4, maybe 6 threshing machines all at once on like in the afternoon on Saturday when we go. They'll bring out They grow their own wheat. They have a plowing field that they, plow several times over the weekend. But before that, it grows wheat, and they have the, or they shocks? Is that what they're called? Where it's bundled up,
Yeah.
Yeah, shocks.
I don't know
right?
if that's the.
Something like
But
that.
yeah, close enough.
I don't mean a combine. I mean a threshing machine.
Yeah.
An old thresher. It wasn't a combine. A combine is basically a thresher and a mower, and like it combines all the processes together. This would just thresh the grain. That's all it did. And yeah, they'll run 4 or 5 of those things, 6 of them, whatever, at once off steam engines and old diesels, and it's awesome. It is impressive to just kind of stand back and watch this run. And early in the morning on Saturday when we go, they actually have a threshing machine that's run by horsepower. So they have this like wheel thing that's like in the ground kind of, and they have like 6 or probably 6 horses / mules, whatever, hooked up to this thing, and they walk in a circle, and then like a drive shaft comes out of it and goes over to a threshing machine, and they will actually thresh wheat with horsepower, and then they move the horses to a different thing, and they run a baler, and they'll bale the straw with horsepower. It's really cool. Mostly mules, but you know what I mean. It's really cool. Yeah. Talking with the threshing machine, gotcha, plugger. That's awesome. But it's a ton of fun, and I can't wait to go back. Like, I've seen everything that's there for the most part, but like, it's just cool to go see that stuff. Just stand there and kind of just watch it run. They actually have a treadmill for mules and horses and stuff. They can put 2 in there at a time, and they just walk, and it's a treadmill, and it powers a little threshing machine. It's way cool. It's way cool stuff. Very, very interesting to see how they used to farm, I'm all about it. So. They are. They definitely are hillbilly for sure. For sure. Wow. Pick and shell. Yeah. Giving your age away, Bert. Isn't everything technically run by horsepower? But I mean like horsepower. Like horsepower. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yes, technically everything is run by horsepower. But I mean like there's a horse right there that's walking, You know what I mean? So they have some horses and mules they plow with, and it depends who shows up with their like teams, They have a plow field where the horses and mules can plow, and then they do the baling or the threshing, the baling, and that's about it. All they do with them. They don't. Because usually it's hot in August, so they don't do too much with them, and then they take them back to like where they have like a little stable set up there and let them cool down and stuff, so they don't get overworked, Because most of those guys that have them, they're not like using them every day. They go out and plow a little bit here and there, kind of thing, At least the guys that show up to that particular show. Yeah. Who's gonna say something? So you try.
Oh no, that was
Sarge, what's up?
Did you guys pick up a trailer for these?
Trailer for the cat?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Got at least one.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do it, Lefty. Make sure you get it with the auto load this time.
That was one time. Okay.
That's why I was gonna let you do it, so I didn't mess it up.
But if he did, then we could just rail kill him like you did, or we did to you with the planter.
What planner? There's
One
no
that you
problem
said-
with the planner, Trent. It's fine. Just hit Z. Fine.
The one that you had, or you bought twice.
I don't know what you're talking about, Trent.
There's video evidence.
One we're probably gonna get rid of when we can afford it to swap it for a Kinsey or 2. Yeah. I don't know
Guess I went
what.
with the modded deer. It's like go like 10.
Is that deer any good?
Not too bad. The 8RX with the saddle tanks on it, you hold more fur.
But it's small.
Not that it's not any bigger than the case.
The case is 18.3. This is 17.8. That's smaller.
Technically not smaller though. They're both 24.
Magic, Tret, okay? It's a 23.5 row planter, okay? Don't ask me how that works, but it does, okay? Imagination, all right? Just let it go. Let it go. All right, we got 2 more fields to plow yet, and then I'm done plowing. And then... Okay, good. We don't have to plow after the cattin. Good. I wasn't sure. That's good. The boys are...
ripping it?
What?
With the cat?
No. Am I? I mean, I could. Oh, I'm rather...
That's what you're doing with the cat.
Oh, it was supposed to be used for silage, but it didn't really like the pile, did it? Oh, hello, wrong button. Wrong button. I fold up to get through the trees. Probably should just cut the trees down. That's my answer for everything. Just cut the trees down. Lumberjack works now, so, you know. Cut them all down.
A little bit bigger.
I don't even know about that. Just cut the trees down to cut the trees down.
Yeah, I need to do that again.
Right.
I restarted the homestead
Gotcha.
back.
They have 722,000. Okay. TMR. Wow. Wow.
Already out of hay.
Hay. They shouldn't have any hay anyway. Who put hay in there?
Grass.
They shouldn't have hay or grass. They should just have TMR. That's all we want them to have is TMR. Fire Shadow, can we skip to what's tomorrow, my guy? What do you want to skip it for?
Yeah, the only hay should be in the
MR.
Yeah.
mixing area.
There shouldn't be any, because there's hay showing up in the thing. There shouldn't be hay inside the building. That's not what we want. It's technically, if there's hay in there, that's less room for TMR. And they're not going to eat the hay anyway. They're going to eat the TMR. So technically, you don't put hay or straw in there. You just put TMR. Because if you do hay, that's 80% efficiency. If you do grass, that's 40%. But if you do TMR, it's 100%. So you might as well just go 100% and be done with it. So I don't know.
Okay, the hay that is showing up.
Yeah. It's like somebody dumped some bales inside. Or something inside, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Troy, what's up, bro? How you doing?
His bales got put inside accidentally.
Yeah. There's a very strong possibility that you'll be turning another year older. Well, Fire Shadow, happy birthday in advance, my guy. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I know, heartbreaking, right? I'm sorry. I'll be at the farm sweating tomorrow, weeding some pumpkins, I'm sure. But I hope you have a good day tomorrow, Fire. For sure, my guy. Happy birthday. Birthdays do kind of suck, though, don't they? I know, I'm in that boat. Birthdays kind of suck, at least for me. Anybody see Troy's favorite friend here? I don't see. Troy, who are you talking to? Oh, Sandcamp's here. That's who you're talking to. Okay. All right, good. Troy, all good here. You know, we're getting through another day, right? He's going to yell at me, chat. Get ready. Hi, Troy.
Now, you know exactly who I was referring to when I said my favorite friend.
Wait, is your wife in chat?
No, my favorite friend. How are you doing today, sir?
Sarge, I think he's talking to you.
No, I'm talking to a guy named John.
Oh, that's not me. I'm Jahan.
Yeah, Jehan.
Jahan.
Sarge is my best good buddy.
I'm doing, Troy. How are you?
Man, let me tell you something. It's been hot, bro.
Listen, right?
So John, it looks like these planners do line up.
Another July. Well, happy, man, all the birthdays. Why are there so many July 13th birthdays? What's up with that, chat? How weird is that we have 2 in here? Mine's coming up on the 29th yet. Coming up. Coming up. I kind of think we might have a repeat of last year, minus the beers.
Darn.
Or maybe the beers too. I don't know. We'll see. Last year, we ordered some of my favorite pizza for dinner, and we ended up playing PGA that night on stream with a couple beverages. It's a Friday this year. I've already looked, so I should be streaming unless I decide to take the night off, which the likelihood of that is slim to none. So I'll be here, chat. Maybe we'll play some golf. I don't know. You're trying to skip as many as you can these days. Plugger. That's funny. Kind of amusing. But we'll see. We'll see what we come up with to do. Bert, you're running from Troy. You two are trouble. I'm not gonna lie. Both y'all. Trouble. Bert, don't make me take your sword away again. I mean, I never actually took it away, but don't make me take your sword away. I can't say it again because I haven't taken it, but anyway. So Troy, how hot is hot down there today, huh?
It got up to about 85, 87 degrees today, and real feel about 95, 97, something like that.
Yeah, that's gross. Never mind. You can have it.
100% humidity.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that humidity, right? People just don't understand, man. The dry heat. You can take your dry heat and shove it. For the record, Troy, it's 88 and feels like 88 here. 34% humidity. I bet it's really nice outside, but I've like been inside all day.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Be 90 tomorrow. Not terrible. Yeah. Our highest temperature I see is 95 on Tuesday. Not bad. Not bad, chat. Not bad.
For the record, it's 88 here with a real feel of 95.
Let's go. I just have to remember to not turn my air conditioner off at night for the next, like, all summer. Because I messed up majorly Monday night / Tuesday. Yeah. Or, sorry, Sunday night into Monday. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to go in the house and go to bed, and I'm going to be responsible and turn my air off so it's not wasting electricity. I couldn't get this room below 77 all day Monday. Miserable. Better than last year. I think we've had more heat like early this year than we have in recent memory anyway. Yeah.
Like one day it's nice and cool, and then the next like 6 are like hot.
We've just had a lot of, 95 plus days already. It's awful. Yeah.
Kind of would mind a little bit of rain.
Never gets that hot in Tennessee. Yep. It's miserable. Yeah, dry heat. I don't really know what dry heat is, to be honest. I've never experienced, like, an Arizona heat or like a whatever. I've never experienced like a nice dry heat. So I don't really know what that is. I just know what humidity is, and I know it's awful. That's pretty much that. So, yeah. Been wet, not so hot. See, we had a wet spring, and then it was like somebody turned the switch off, and like early summer, it was just awfully dry here. This is Westbridge Hills. For the record, Westbridge Hills. Yeah, I see you, Troy. I'll look at it here in just a second. I see you.
I figured out why Bert's running.
Figured out why Bert's running, huh? Uh-oh. Birds running, huh? I don't. You're gonna have to explain that more to me later, Troy.
Okay, I will.
Okay. 113. 10%. 10% humidity. I would evaporate. Like, I would just cease to exist. Yeah. You can handle the. Gotcha, Jeff. But it's a dry heat. Yeah.
Look, it's above 85, even 70.
I'm
I don't like
uncomfortable.
it.
Yeah. I don't like it. Oh, gotcha. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm like a 45 to like, 50-degree guy,
You can dress for the cold. You just can't dress for the heat.
Exactly.
There's not much you can do about
No,
it.
honestly, even like 30s is okay. Like, I'm not ever cold when it's like, I'm not, of course, I'm not outside a bunch in the winter either, but yeah, I don't mind the cool. But this, like, anything, yeah, over like 80, 85, it's just like, okay. I got you. It just gets a little warm, That's all. All right, one more field chat. One more to plow. Well, that's good, right? That is good. Very nice.
See, here in Georgia, in the morning time, you walk outside, you start sweating. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. During the afternoon time and the evening time, you got two choices. Either you can sit in the sun and burn up, or you can go in the shade and let the pterodactyl scooters tote you off.
Right. 50 is cold 8 months out of the year. Fisher Chris, 50 is it's a good temp, yeah. Yeah. 2 inches. Wow. And actually, that's a weird thing. You mentioned mosquitoes, Troy. There has not been mosquitoes here yet this year.
Yeah, I haven't really seen them.
Because it's so dry. It's been so dry here that we just haven't had that problem. Ethan, what's your question? What's up? Do what?
I said we don't have mosquitoes. We have miniature pterodactyls.
Okay, well, we haven't had them yet this year. Yeah, so kind of interesting that we just haven't had the issue with them. Normally we do, big times. I don't eat either one of those, to be honest. I mean, I've tried like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but they're not my thing. Do I want you to send me mosquitoes? No. No chat. No. Now, I will say back in 2019 when we had the flood, oh my God, the mosquitoes. But see, we also had a weird phenomenon, I guess, from like the rain, or not the rain, but like the flood water and stuff. The amount of toads. We get toads at the farm, right? Frogs, toads, whatever you want to call them. We get both. But after the flood, like you could almost not walk at the farm without stepping on a toad. And it was kind of gross in a way. Actually, they were everywhere. Yeah. No, you guys can keep your mosquitoes. No, thank you. Been watching me since 2015 and didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not a big spicy food guy. No. Nope. Wow. Yeah, never, not really in the spicy food game. Wait, Troy, those are the drones. They work for the government.
I'm starting to believe it.
Or mosquitoes or black flies. That's good, Fisher Chris. That's good. Yeah. Tiny ones everywhere. It was kind of gross. Like when you'd walk in our shed, like you just, oh, never mind. I'm not, there were so many. They were everywhere. They were just everywhere. It was crazy. We had my dad's cousin come to the farm that year to help us plant pumpkins. Because we were able to plant pumpkins after, maybe it wasn't that year they came down. Maybe it was the next year. But anyway, his grandkids are all about like chasing toads around and stuff, picking them up. I never did that. But they were all about it. And there were plenty for them to hang out with, that's for sure. All right, this is our last field chat. And then we'll be on to some other job. Boys are still working on catting. That's good. We need to plant some grass, probably. I think we're gonna put 21 into hay production for us. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do.
I vote 1 year soybeans, then throw it in grass.
What about the grass? Sorry.
Do 1 crop of soybeans, then put it in the grass.
That way you get maximum yield possible.
True. Eating bugs and dinner. Wow, Troy. I think you're eating them toads, though, are you? We get mostly toads, not like real frogs, you know?
No. I love me a good plain frog leg, though.
Yeah. But like I said, we get mostly toads. We had one bullfrog once. Big old bullfrog. I named him Jeremiah. Did anybody get that?
I got that.
Oh, yeah.
We had grasshoppers. Oh, man. That's bad when you get grasshoppers that thick, yeah. Our thing right now is Japanese beetles. They were just like, we've had a few, but all of a sudden there's like just tons at the farm. Tons. Like the ground, like when we got to the farm Sunday, the ground just looked like it was moving out, like by the asparagus. There were so many out there flying around. Crazy. The frogs at night are definitely. Hey, Jeremiah, he was my best friend. He was my best friend. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was definitely a good friend, chat. So, you know, Jeremiah was a bullfrog after all, chat. Ethan, we'll catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Have a great day. Have a great day. Sounds like the name of it. Yeah, he was a good guy, chat. Actually, never even saw him alive, for the record. I just found him dead one day when I was mowing grass. Don't know what happened to him. So Jeremiah was a
dead frog.
A dead guy. Yeah. Yeah. Rizo. All right. So Rizo. Yeah, no problem, Bert. Rizo, my dad does not live on the farm. The farm is where Dad grew up. After my grandpa passed away in 2005, the decision was made to sell said farm. My dad's siblings, so my aunt and my uncle, they wanted money. They weren't interested in the land at all. Dad was able to keep 5 acres of the farm that he grew up on. That all happened in 2005. At the end of 2005 into 2006, we actually tore the house down because it was basically termites holding hands and it was dangerous to be around or to be in. So we tore the house down that Dad grew up in. Mom and Dad lived, they lived a few different places, but they've lived in this house forever. I've never lived anywhere else. I've always lived with them. Holds 34 bales. Nice. Mom passed away about 3.5 years ago. Not quite. Close-ish. Over 3 years ago, Mom passed away. So I technically live with my dad, and my mom's one sister lives with us. She moved in after my grandma died like 8 years ago. and she needed a place to live. She is developmentally disabled, so you know, we take care of her. And I have another brother that lives here. You guys know him as First Timer Chinese Rocket Debris, lives here too. So there's kind of a lot of us. There's 4 of us that live in the house, and yeah. I wouldn't trade it for anything, because like when mom got sick, you know, like people make fun of people for like, oh, you still live with your parents, like, well, you know, whatever. But when mom got sick, I was already working from home. So like if she needed anything, I was here. And for that reason alone, like I would not have traded. Being made fun of was worth it because I was here for her, you know? So yeah. Sarge, are those bales disappearing when you load them?
They are now.
Uh-oh.
Still says I have them. Getting the truck, it says I've got 14 bales.
Might want to go unload them somewhere. Yeah. How can you play? This server's not open to everybody.
I only see 12.
Live with yours?
Are we holding these for a while, or?
I would assume.
February.
I would assume so. Yeah. Yeah, check the price, but yeah. I would assume.
Okay, well.
Thanks, the man. I appreciate you. But yeah, it just worked out so beautifully that, like, I was here and able, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I think that was, like, it was the best part, you know? Best part of a horrible situation. You know what I mean, chat? Like, yeah. And now with my aunt, like I said, you know, developmentally disabled, like, there really needs to be somebody here the whole time, you know? Because, like, somebody knocks on the door, she'll just open it up. Hi, come on in. It's like, no, that's not what we do, you know? So, yeah. Right, cable guy? Right, man? Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. That's good. Dad had need replacement. It was good to be there to help. Yeah, exactly. My dad needs one of those too, but he won't get it done. So he had his hip done. That's enough for him. He's done. The hip wasn't a uh-oh. You guys still there?
I'm still here.
Did the game just break for anybody else besides me?
I think it's the server.
Yeah, it did.
What did you do with that trailer, Sarge?
Pressed a button to unload.
Okay, somebody was saying the other day that when you get too many bales on there, it crashes the game, so.
Well, looks like you found the bale limit.
Okay, so.
Raza, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, Raza. We've been through that with my dad's mom. All right, did we just break the server?
I'm checking the server now.
Left just bailed out.
Front row, Reggie. Raza,
yeah, nothing's moving.
Trix, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
So
the chat.
John.
It's 5:30, right?
Captain of Industry.
I think we're gonna go ahead and just call it a day right here. How about that? I gotta make dinner for the family anyway, right? So I'll talk to you guys at TeamSpeak later.
All right.
All right.
Those of you watching on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.